Hello and welcome to Connect FCS Ed, where we talk about family and consumer science education. This podcast is geared towards recruiting, maintaining, and supporting all FCS educators. I am your host, Barbara Scully, and I am here to help boldly celebrate with you families and careers. Hello and welcome back to Connect FCS Ed. I am your host, Barbara Scully, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. There has been a lot happening in the news, hasn't there? We are in uncharted territory right now because we are teaching during COVID-19. Friday, March 13th canceled my routine, but it also disrupted my own personal kids' lives, along with 1.2 million other children's daily life in response to COVID-19. There are a few dates in my brain that will forever remain with me. Sandy Hook, December 14th, 2012. September 11th, 2001. April 20th, 1999, the Columbine shooting, and the Challenger disaster of 1986. So I think COVID-19, March 13th, will forever be with me, because on that day is when everything became canceled. Our governor and our state superintendent came on and announced that all K through 12 private and public schools would close down for the next 6 weeks. I know life for us will forever be changed. Like you, I am a classroom teacher, and I love being a classroom teacher. I miss my students. I miss my colleagues. I miss my routine. But after sitting around for the last couple of days wondering what the heck I was going to do with my time, I organized my pantry. I bleached my fridge and my kitchen. I wiped down my handles within my kitchen and going up my stairs. I was productive in this time, but during this time, in the back of my head, I was thinking of all these things. So tackling some of these projects that I've put off for way too long, but like you, I am anxious. I am stressed about what school closures mean for learners across the country. I know you're watching the news, your phones, for any new possible updates, thinking, this is unbelievable. Because it is. But I know if you're anything like me, you're wanting to be as helpful as possible. You're sharing resources to your community pages and remaining in contact with your students and families, trying to keep your students focused and engaged while wondering, how long will this last? COVID-19 is causing panic for teachers, but I have yet to hear from an educator who is not concerned about learning loss for their students, but more about if their students are getting food, or do they have warm and safe shelters. I have definitely seen some incredible concern for my high school students, whose teachers are concerned about the impact this will have on their students by all the decisions that will be made about AP and IB, ACT, SAT testings, all the battery of tests, and even completing graduation requirements. Breathe. First, let's give ourselves and our students and our own children the time to process this abrupt change. Let us remain healthy and continue to serve, as we are not risking others' health and longevity of all of our community members. Many of our schools have organized grab-and-go meal kits for students and childcare opportunities for families for our first responders. In Washington State, that is a high priority, if not the number one. As an educator, we must carefully think about our responsibilities and prioritize the well-being of our students. For me, I've been sending out remind texts and Flipgrid videos to my students, just keeping in touch. Because on March 10th, was the first day that I got my students because I'm on a trimester schedule. I just got 130 new students, and we have been building community and culture in our classroom, and, while maintaining and creating that relationship. So right now, where I sit, it has been amazing to watch all of us come together for the betterment of our learners. The amount of resources I've been seeing up on the Facebook page and through all the various sources of social media and online, it's been absolutely amazing as we are putting aside political differences for the sake of humanity. That is an amazing feat, and I couldn't be more proud to call each and every one of you colleagues, peers, and friends. Earlier, I listened to an interview in which our state superintendent shared his concerns that we may be out of the classroom longer than what was originally projected. I've also heard from several radio hosts suggesting that transitioning from the classroom to online should have been simple, especially with all of the technology schools have at their fingertips. All the tech levies that have been passed in recent years should be simple. Just breathe. Teaching online is not like teaching in the classroom. We can channel this energy towards seeing this as an opportunity to create equitable and engaging learning spaces as we venture into uncharted territory, teaching and learning from home. What a classroom teacher does, the magic that you perform in the classroom with anywhere from 20 to 35 students at a time, from that face-to-face interaction to a computer screen, that is not easy. In fact, it will be incredibly difficult to imagine. So, you're listening to me. I challenge you to go out and figure out how to manage this complexity during this unprecedented season. Take every moment you have to investigate education platforms and online curriculums that is now being offered for free. All the state tests are no longer happening, so as much as we would love to ensure that our material and instruction is in line with standards, don't let your desire to do and be the best stop you from doing good. I am so proud to be part of such an amazing teacher community. We love the work that we do. We love our students, and we are rising to the challenge of changing how we teach to assure our students have access to learning. I know all of us are anxious at the moment, but let's give each other some room to learn and to grow in this new season that is COVID-19. Let us commit to becoming better through this and not more divided and critical. So FaceTime your friends, enjoy a quarantini, wash your hands, and stay healthy. Till next time.
Thank you for joining me today at Connect FCS Ed. In this podcast, we boldly celebrate families and careers by providing inspiration, support, and resources for teachers, students, and families. If you could do me a quick favor, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes. My mission is to get this out in front of as many people as possible to help educate and inform the community that home economics is alive and well. Each week, I will choose one special person to win some Connect FCS Ed swag. So be sure to add your name to the review, and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. Thanks again for spending your time with me today, and be sure to visit me at fcspodcast.com for past episodes and more gifts to help spread the word that family and consumer science is today's home economics.